Alright, well, once you get it all strapped down, just come inside and pay for it. I'll be up at the counter waiting for you.
Alright, I'll be in as soon as I get this strapped in. Thanks for the free repair, suckers. I'm out of here.
Hey, Pa! That guy just fixed and dashed!
What? Somebody fixed and dashed? Nobody's done that to me since the 80s.
Yeah, that was a $235 bill, Pa. We need that money. What do you think? Should we call the lawnmower detectives?
They ain't gonna waste no taxpayer money on something like this. No cops. I'll get that money back.
Huh. By the time those idiots find out I didn't pay, I'll be 3 states away.
You forget something?
Where did you come from?
The back seat. You gonna pay me or what?
Oh, yeah. I was just on my way to the ATM right now.
Oh yeah, 26 miles away? We just passed 3 ATMs when we left the shop.
Those 3 were out of money, so I gotta go to this one right by my house, all right?
Yeah? Well, let's get there.
Okay.
Pa!
What?
You have to put this belt on.
What are you talking about?
I can't get this belt on. This thing's giving me the flux.
How long have you worked here? You don't know how to put a belt on? Get out from under that I'll put the belt on.
All right, pal.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to change this drive belt on this big old green Craftsman garden tractor. This ain't a riding mower. This is a garden tractor. Now they made these with a gear drive trans and a hydrostat trans. And the part number for the belt is 140218. And it's a 1/2 by 84.5 inch belt. Now, this has got the kind of transmission where the pulley, the drive pulley for the trans is on the side of the trans. And then the belt goes and it makes a twist and goes to the motor. The trick here is, if you get that twist the wrong way, it'll actually run the transmission in reverse. And on a hydrostat, it'll run the pump backwards and it won't drive. On a gear drive, you'll put it in first gear and you'll have a first gear that'll take you in reverse, and a third gear that'll take you in reverse, and reverse will take you in forward. So the trick is, you gotta make sure you get that twist right. It's a little tricky to put this belt on, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, underneath the left foot panel is this here diagram that shows you how to route the belt. But you know what? You're going to be laying on your back trying to cipher that diagram out. That's going to be a little tricky, because believe me, I've had people put these belts on and get that twist backwards. Thing wouldn't drive, or it would drive in reverse in the forward gear. Okay, now you've already jerked your deck off. And another good thing to do is remove this center panel. That makes it easy to get to those pulleys. And then you're gonna have to jack the tractor up, get it up as high as you can, and then for safety, put some jack stands and stuff underneath there. And then you're also gonna have to take off the PTO clutch, 5/8 bolt, 5/8 headed bolt, and then pull the engine pulley off, because we gotta wrap the belt around that. And then we're gonna have to take off a pin in the back. I'm gonna show you that too. Okay, back in here they use a bolt like a belt guide. So I'm gonna show you where that is. It's tucked way up in here. See this? We gotta remove that so we can get the belt around it, and then you gotta reinstall it. Now the head of that bolt has got a nut on it, and that's underneath this fender well here. And then you have to take that off. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to get started on routing that belt after you do all this disassembly. Okay, that nut is located under here. And it's 1/2 inch. Now, if you want, you could take the wheel off if that make it easier for you. But take a 1/2 inch wrench to remove that. All right, I got my 1/2 inch wrench, and if you have a pair of these real long needle nose pliers, you can use that to reach in and grab the end of it. Or if your hand is small enough, you can get your hand in there, but I know some people got real big fat hands and they can't get them in there. So I already loosened the nut. I'm taking it off. And here's that belt guide. That's what it looks like. All right, now we're ready to install the belt, the new belt. Because chances are your belt broke, so we don't have to show you how to take it, disassemble it. You know what else is handy to have when you're changing these belts and you gotta lay on your back? One of these headlights. So if you got one of these, you hunting and fishing guys, put it on. Now, a couple of things before we thread the belt through. There's an access hole right here. So take the lever, and there's that trans pulley. Now we took the wheel off to make it easier so to see this hole, but you don't have to take the wheel off, but if you want to, you can. And another thing you're gonna wanna do before you thread the belt in is put the parking brake on, because that'll take the tension off the belt, makes it easier when you put it on. All right, so I'm putting my glasses on. We're gonna crawl under here and start threading this belt in. All right, start threading the belt through along the side and try to go up high and then go through that access hole on the side where I took the wheel off, and then you can get it around that pulley that's on the trans. Okay, got that part done. Now you got to take the belt and stick it up the top part, the belt that's coming off the top of the pulley. You're going to want to stick that through this belt guide here. And then you can go ahead and put it on top of this pulley and then go underneath the bottom. Now the bottom of the belt, you got to get through these guides here where the fan is. There's 2 guides. Make sure your belt stays on the trans back there. Okay. Now you want to bring this up and stick it through this hoop right here. That's the belt coming from the bottom of the fan. Now we're ready to put the engine pulley on. Here's the engine pulley. Line that keyway up with the key on the shaft. Slide it up. And then guide this part of the belt through there. Now, when I release the parking brake, it's going to tighten this up. This belt's going to get tight. Mr. Cameraman, hold that pulley up with your hand for a second. All right. There, now the belt's all tight. Like it should be. See? Now you can go ahead and put your clutch back on and that'll hold the pulley up there. And then we'll give you a little shot through that opening in the top so you can see how that belt went around. You getting it all good, Mr. Cameraman? All right, see? This is a top shot of how the belt's going through. This is the belt that's coming off the top of that trans pulley. Threads through those 2 pulleys. All right, Mr. Cameraman's gonna film a good long aerial shot from the engine pulley all the way back to the trans, so you've got a good view of how that belt threads through there. He's gonna take a few seconds to do this, and then we're gonna go get some dinner, because there's your dinner on that belt. That way you can get a good view of how that crazy belt route. That's what I'm calling it, the crazy belt route. Alright, I almost forgot, we gotta put this belt guide pin back in. Now if you got little tiny hands, you can reach in there and do it. Or you can use a pair of long needle nose. See, that's where that goes. And then take a 1/2 inch wrench or socket and tighten that up, and that'll help keep that belt from coming off the back of the transmission. So make sure you got that. All right. Now we'll put the wheel on and lower it down and make sure it drives. Oh, another thing. Check all them pulleys under there. Make sure all them pulleys spin free. Make sure you don't have a bad pulley, idler pulley, or V pulley that may have caused the reason why the belt broke in the first place. One of them pulleys might be locked up. So give all them pulleys a spin. Make sure they spin free and they're not making noise. If they're making noise, you're going to want to replace them. I almost forgot to tell you that too. Check all them pulleys. All right, we're ready to test it out. There's your dinner.
How much was it again?
It was $235.43. All right. Is that cash or credit or how you paying?
It's gonna be cash.
All right. What is this, a down payment? Where's the rest of it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just been one of them days. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Okay. $35.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I got it right here. Man, getting old, I tell you. I'm getting forgetful.
You're not even 40.
Well, mentally, I'm gone, man. All right. So, how's that? Is that gonna do?
Yeah, you're all squared up now.
Oh, all right. Well, good. I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't want you thinking I was trying to run out on that bill or anything. I just had to run down to the ATM. I wasn't trying to be shady or anything.
Oh, don't worry. We always find a way to get paid.
Oh, well, all right. Well, you have a good one, man.
All right, you too.
All right, see ya. Junior, did you get my jumper pack off that mower?
What? I didn't know it was on there. You gotta tell me these things.
Oh, great. Now I gotta go get that.